All right, hello everyone, peace of Christ to all. Uh, Today we are going to answer a question sent by Muslim. You know, Muslim, they send the questions not to ask questions really, but to insult. However, we know the nature of Islam and we know how savage this religion is. We know how savage Muhammad and how savage the followers of this religion. So the nature of insulting is very easy to understand and it's not something strange. However, we are not answering to insult, we are answering to answer. All right. Now, before we start, this is an adult topic. So please, if you are underage or you are, as you see the warning in the screen, this topic, it might contain adult language. Now, we don't speak filthy language. What we are going to use as a language of adult, and they call it adult language, is what is needed to serve the topic. As simple as that. So please, if you are not it's not suitable for you to hear some words, certain words. Don't worry, we will not use the F word, but we are going to use words of like private parts, etc., because the topic involves such a thing. All right, we are not rude. We don't speak such a language anyway. So if you are not interested, please don't watch this video. And if you have a question for me, or if you are a Muslim, you would like to debate me, feel free, you can contact me anytime. I will be happy to hear from you. Even if it's an insult, we understand. And I advise you to read my books, Quran and Science and Death, or The Deception of Allah, which is very much beloved by many, including the Muslims. And if you want, if you like to contact me, this is where you can contact me, and you can send me your private message in case you have any. So what is our topic today? A Muslim in Facebook, he said, he posted a picture of Jesus in the cross. Supposedly, you know, some of them, they are artists, some of them, they are made to make fun. It's okay. And he said, and I will read what he said exactly. I'm not going to add a word of what he said. He said, your God has a penis. Your God, he has a penis. You know, when I saw this thing, I laughed because obviously this Abdul, he do not know who is his God. So we are going to answer those who say such a thing. Supposedly they say those things for one reason, it's just to downgrade who is Jesus. And this is why we believe strongly Islam is nothing but an insult to the Messiah. The Muslim, they say to you, they love the Messiah, but the fact, everything they say is nothing but an insult to Jesus. Not because he said that, but because he said that for that purpose. And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, right? A Muslim, he is not a question the ability of Jesus. He is a question if Jesus is God and he have a penis. So I'm going to answer him, and let us see if they can really answer this. If we go to the Quran, I'm going to share with you my screen. And again, before we start again, if this topic is not good for you, please don't watch. Leave this page, because we are going to use certain language, not to insult, but to explain. So please, if this topic is not good for you, don't watch. All right? We're going to show proofs and reference from the Islamic books proving that Allah, he has a penis. How big it is, we do not know. Small, big, medium, I have no idea. This is not my interest, but Allah for sure, he has a penis. Let us see how we can prove that. As you know, I'm a person who never speaks from his own. I'm a person who speaks with the proofs and reference, and those references always have to come from Islamic source, not from a Christian books. Not from a Christian books. Like the Muslims, when they give interpretation for our books, they make their own interpretation, which is very funny. We start with this, as you see in the Quran, chapter 19, verse number 19. Chapter 19, verse number 19. We can choose any translation, and by the way, all Muslim translation is fake and false. As an example, The verse, it says فأرسلنا إليها روحنا فتمثل لها بشرا سويا. We sent to her روحنا. روحنا is our soul. Our soul. And our soul, soul of who? Soul of Allah. All right? Not spirit, by the way, soul. Because he's talking about his own. All right? However, let us say it's a spirit for the sake of argument, no problem. You can make it soul, you can make it spirit. However, we sent to her our soul or spirit, and this soul became a perfect man. If you ask the Muslims who is that soul, they will say to you, this is Jibreel. The fact, nowhere in the Quran it says that Jibreel is a spirit of Allah. Nowhere. Nowhere. And I changed any Muslim to show me where it says that. It's nothing but a fabrication. However, look at the translation what they said. We sent to her our angel. In the Quran doesn't say angel, it says our soul. Muslim fabricator, false translation. If we change the translation, let us see what we will see. This is Yusuf Ali. We go to Shakir. Oops, in Shakir, the word angel disappear. Like what happened? There's no angel no more. There's a huge difference between saying we send an angel and we send our spirit. Huge difference. Obviously, Muslims are a bunch of fabricators. They cannot even stand together for one translation because simply they are lying. So we send to Mary our spirit, and our spirit what? As a perfect man. Question: how the spirit of Allah became a perfect man? A perfect man between mean is perfect, nothing is missing. Perfect man, it's mean he have a penis. So my question to the Muslims, how the spirit of Allah got a penis? Even if you want to say to me, this is an angel Jibreel, how Jibreel got a penis? Is that will downgrade Jibreel? If this is Jibreel, when there's nowhere it says this is Jibreel, by the way. This is the Muslim interpretation. We will go with it. Let us say, for the sake of argument, Jibreel is the one. Jibreel is a mighty angel in Islam. Everything is made by him, actually. Muhammad, he never spoke to Allah, he never met Allah, he never heard Allah, not even once. So this spirit who appeared to Mary and appear as a perfect man, and even the Muslim, they say that this is a Holy Spirit. Holy. How Holy Spirit and it has a penis? I thought Muslims, they reject Jesus to be God for having a penis. This is at least what he said in the text. How your God can have a penis. So obviously in the Quran and in Islam, there's no problem for the spirit of Allah to turn into a man and carry a penis and 2 testicles. I'm not sure if Allah have 3 testicles, that's with a different story. But at least he is, it says, well-made man, nothing is missing, perfect man. All right. In Arabic it says basharan sawiya, which means nothing is missing from him as a perfect man. No finger, no penis, nothing. All right, perfect man, basharan sawiya. So this is a verse clearly saying that the spirit can have a penis, and the spirit can come to you with a penis. So what the Muslims talking about, we do not know. Or it's okay for you, it's not okay for us. All right. So Jesus cannot be God because he have a private part. Allah, he is a God, even though he appeared as a man for Mary with a private part, or even his spirit, or even his angel Jibreel. Now we go to different verse in the Quran. By the way, as long as we are talking about the savage, maybe we'll talk about it at the end. Somebody remind me at the end. By the way, if you have a question, you can click at the video. All right. And you can click at be part of the topic. Be part of the topic. And you can give me your question if you have, or comment if you like. All right. So you can post. Now we go to different verse in the Quran. In chapter 21, verse number 17. Chapter 21, verse number 17. We can take any Islamic translation, which all is a fabrication, as we said. Allah saying, if we would like to take just a pastime, we should surely have taken it from things nearest to us, if we would to do such a thing. Do you know what the pastime mean? What pastime? Where it says pastime? What does that mean? You see, the Muslims, because they are, let us say those translators, because they are ignorant, they don't speak Arabic very well, and they don't know what the background of the language. The word in Arabic, there's nothing is called pastime. Lahu, lahu in Arabic, and you can see even in the interpretation of the Islamic scholars, the high one, the big ones, not those tomatoes, potato, like somebody from Pakistan translating the Quran Arabic to English. That's weird, right? So if we want to take a lahu simply in the Arabic language, lahu means fun, to have fun, all right? But the fact it is not about just a fun, it's about if we want to have a woman for fun. The Muslims, they insult women, they call them lahu. They are fun. They are not made for anything except for fun. They are sex toys. So Allah in the Quran is saying, if you want to take a lahu, which means a woman for fun, we will take it from our kind, ladunna, not from the things that are close to us. What are close to us? Let us change the translation, and we will see the translator, and you will see the translation change. All right. Look how the translation changed upside down. If we wish to make a diversion, we would have made it from before ourselves. What before ourselves? And what we have made it? And what diversion? Let us go to different translation. You see the translation changing, the meaning changing, the word changing, everything is changing. I'm just changing the translator. The same verse, the same Quran. If we wish to find a pastime, we could have found it in our presence. Okay. Let us see the last translation. Muhsin Khan. Uh-oh. This translation here is different. That is something. Look at this. Had we intended to take a pastime, i.e. a wife, or a son. See, I told you. Actually, here the son is not exist. It's about a wife. Why? Because simply he's saying, if I want to have a son, first I have to have a wife. So if I want to have a wife, I will take it from those who they are from within me, from us. You see the word from us? Look how the translation changed upside down. You believe it? The same verse, 4 different translation, totally they are different. How come in this verse here in the translation the word wife and son appear, and how come it says not from the one close to us, it became from the one who is from us? From, we could surely have taken it from us, and this is the accurate, actually this is an accurate translation, except for the word son. So if Allah want to have a woman for fun, which means for sex, he will take the women from those who they are from us, from his people. So Allah have a people. Who is his people? Ladunna, ladun. So if I have a son, I say he is from ladunni, which means he's from me. He's from my blood. All right? From my kind. So Allah saying, I will take it from my kind. If I want to have a wife to sleep with, to have sex with, I am going to have her from my kind. Now, who is the kind of Allah? Just to make it simple, I'm not going to give interpretation. I will go to the interpretation of the Quran, made by the highest scholars of Islam, not my own opinion, because as we said, we don't want to give our own interpretation, even though we have the knowledge more than Muslims, and we prove it every day. We will go to the interpretation and see what this verse is speaking about. Chapter 21, verse number 17. This is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan, and this is the interpretation of Al-Jalalain. Read with me, please. It says, had we desired to find some diversion, that which provides diversion, Allah, he need the diversion. All right? If you want diversion, if we decide to do so, in the way of partner or a child, partner, Allah speaking about what? Girlfriend, sex. we would have found it with ourselves from among the beautiful eyed houris or the angels. What? Allah is going to have sex with the beautiful eyed women, the houris? I thought Allah don't have a penis. What? How Allah will going to have a son if Allah is explaining here, I'm going to have a partner, and that partner can provide me a son if I want, according to the interpretation, all right? And this wife is going to be taken either from the beautiful eyed women or the angels. This is not my word. This is Al-Jalalain in front of your eyes. You see it? Al-Jalalain. This is not my words, not my interpretation, not my teaching, not my quotation. I have nothing to do with it. It is your own Muslim books. So the question is, if Allah does not have a penis, why he is talking about having sex with women who they are going to provide him with a baby? And I want to see how Allah is going to have sex with the angel Jibreel. You know, is the angel Jibreel is a male or a female? You see the hypocrisy? In the other verse, they say to us that here, this verse is speaking about Jibreel. Where is the one? Here, this one. They say that this Jibreel is the spirit who appeared to Mary as a well-made man. Then Allah, he says, if you want to have sex, he will have sex with Jibreel or the black-eyed women. Remember, the black-eyed women is the ones who are made for normal men. The Muslims, when they go to heaven, the hur. By the way, the word hur does not mean beautiful-eyed women. This is false. Hur is a word mean they are very white as a skin, very extremely white. All right. And this the eye thing, like, you know, it's additional description for the whitening. So they are very white women to the point you can see through their bones, through their marrows, which is very disgusting X-ray. And those women, Allah saying, if I want to have a woman for fun, I'm going to have it from those. But hold on, those are normal women for normal men. How Allah can fit to partner with them? Do you see the word here? It says, if you want to take a partner, how Allah can fit as a partner with the women? She's a woman, she's a human being. Like supposedly Allah saying, if I want to take it, I take it from my kind. But your kind? What do you mean your kind? Obviously your kind you know, is very weird. Your kind is a beautiful eyed woman. And that it doesn't make sense. Either you say to me your kind is higher than a human being, your kind is something special, and your kind is your kind, you are God, you are divine. But secondly, suddenly we see that the kind of Allah is just a women who have a beautiful eye and they are very white, and Allah is going to have sex with them. And even the angels, he might have sex with them. Not to mention that the Quran says Allah is a leg, and Allah have a leg, and Allah is going to show his leg, and Allah is going to striptease. So, and Allah have a body. You know, we showed before many hadith, but before we go there, look at this Quran here. In chapter 6, verse number 101, he says, Allah, he said, how I'm going to have a son if I don't have a girlfriend? What? How I can have a son if I don't have a girlfriend? He did not say how I'm going to have a son when I am not a man anyway, because he's talking about a girlfriend, which is a human being. You see, if you marry a mule to a horse, they cannot have babies. If you when I say marry, I say, let us say, because Muslims are, the animals are Muslims too. If we marry a mule Muslim to a mule donkey, both of them are Muslims, they will not have a baby, because the mule cannot make the donkey pregnant or the horse pregnant. So what Allah is saying to us here, that he can have sex with women and then he will have a baby. And because he don't have sex with a woman, how he can have a baby? You get the point? To him, due to the primal origin of the heaven and the earth, how can he have a son when he has no consort? Well, this is a stupid logic. Prove that the one who made the Quran is stupid. Why? Because we can ask the same question to Allah, because Allah in the Quran says that Mary, she have no husband, but she have a son. Look like the God of Mary, he can make her pregnant without having a husband, but Allah, he cannot have a son without having a wife. One more thing, I don't want to make this video long. You see, I made many videos today just to answer those Abduls. If you go to the Hadith, Muhammad, he described his God, comparing him to the false Messiah. Who? The false Messiah. Al-Awar al-Dajjal in Arabic is the Antichrist for the Muslims. This is, as you see, this is Sunan Abi Dawud. This is a Sahih Hadith. You see, Sahih. So Muslim cannot say this is weak. By the way, even the weak one is good. The Muslim, they lie to you when they say that a weak is still good. It's fine. You can search for the video of Sheikh Hamza, weak Hadith. Sheikh Hamza, weak Hadith. He will explain to you that even the weak Hadith is good in Islam. The Prophet said, I have told you so much about the Dajjal, the Antichrist, that I am afraid you may not understand. So Muhammad is afraid that they will get confused about the mix between him and who? The Antichrist is short. So the Antichrist simply is short, he is fat, he have a big ass, he have whatever, blah, 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 etc. And then he say, look what he said at the end. So if you are confused about him, confuse him with who? Like this description to make them not to confuse with who? With Jesus? No. Surprise, surprise. Confuse him with Allah. Know that your Lord is not one-eyed. So the only difference between a man, which is the Antichrist, because simply he will try to claim that he is Jesus. The Antichrist simply is someone who will try to say, this is why they call him al-Masih al-Dajjal, the Messiah, the false Messiah, or the fake Messiah. All right? So Muhammad is afraid that the Muslim will be confused between the false Messiah and Allah. What a difference physically by the look. That's why he described the look of this man. I'm afraid if you are confused about him, know that your Lord is not one-eyed. So the only difference between this fat man, short man, who have curly hair, is the eye, just one eye. You believe it? Like I see in the Twitter, you know, some people are saying to me here that Spain, they are going to allow the government to teach children about Islam. I don't know. This is a welcome to Europe. Europe it is at its own end. The liberals, they are destroying everything. Wait until more and more convert this filthy religion. I hope if they want to teach, no problem. Teach the truth. Teach about Islam. Actually, I encourage it. But I know what kind of teaching they will do. So as you see here, Allah is exactly as a man who is short, he is fat, he have a curly hair. The only difference is one eye. So are you saying to me Allah don't have a penis? You see, your prophet did not say your Allah, hey, be careful, Allah have one eye, is etc. different, and he have 3 testicles, or he have no penis. He is comparing Allah to a perfect man. This man, he resembled the look of Jesus. So when you say to me that Jesus have a penis, Mr. Muslim, your prophet confirmed that Allah have a penis and he look exact like a man, except that this person is ugly, and Allah, he looked like him, but the only different is one eye. It is the right eye, which is mentioned in different hadith that this is the right eye. So if you are confused about Allah and the false Messiah, the Antichrist, you should know that Allah is not one-eyed, which means this man is a man, a perfect man. He have a penis, he have testicles, he have whatever man feature has. All right. So all this description fit with Allah perfectly. All right. But he have one eye, have a problem. So Muhammad saying, if you have any confusion about him and Allah, you should know that your Lord is not one-eyed. So when a Muslim, he say to you Christians, Jesus, how come he is God but he have a private part? Hey, life again. Our brother from Ethiopia, he is saying nice to hear you. Thank you, bro. Welcome. As you see, the Muslims, they say to us first, they love Jesus, they respect Jesus, but they will not hesitate to insult him. And the target is to put Jesus down. My question to the Muslims, if Jesus have a penis, and that will not make him God, how your stupid Quran call him holy? How what? How your stupid Quran call you holy? This is a chapter 19, all right? The chapter in front of us is chapter 19. Verse number 19, it says that the Spirit of God said to her, I am here to announce to you the gift of a holy son. What? You Muslims must be insane, stupid idiots. How you are saying to me that Jesus can't be God, and that means he cannot be holy, for he have a penis. But your stupid God himself, he announced that Jesus is a holy son. Holy son of who? In Islam, the son, he belonged to his father, by the way. There is a video made by Abdul. I forget the name of this Abdul. I think Nu'man Khan, and he speak about ethnic, like the ethnic. So Nu'man Khan, he say in his video, you can search his video. He said that you know, why the Quran, when he speak about Moses, he say Moses said to his people, Abraham says to his people, etc. But when it's come to Jesus, he don't say to the children of Israel, he don't say to them, my people. He said, do you know why? Because he is not their son. He is not from the children's of Israel. And he explained that in Islam and even in Judaism, according to him, you belong always to your father. I will try to find the video before we finish so I can play maybe part of it for you so you can see Quran. Let us see. You can search it, you know. Actually, I made a video about it, if you guys remember before. All right. Maybe this one. Let us see. I will try to find the video so we can share it. So always the son belonged to his father. Why Jesus is not, he did not call from the children of Israel? Because simply he is not from the children of Israel. So who is the father of Jesus? Jesus belonged to who? I changed the Muslim to tell me. He is a son of who? They say he is a son of Mary. This is false, because here we go. He is a gift. He is not from Mary. You see, when I say I give you a gift, it's mean you don't own it. For you don't have it. For I gave it to you. So Jesus is the gift. He is the gift of who? He is the gift of God. But in the same time, he is who? He is a son. Son of who? He is not the son of Mary, according even to the Islamic interpretation. And I will show you the video. Actually, I made a video about it before. As I said, I'm trying to find it right now when I'm talking to you. Let us see. I don't know. Like I'm trying to figure out what the name of the video was, because this guy, he have many videos, many, you know. I will maybe later I will add it in the info of the video when I find it. Anyway, so as you see, Jesus is called the Holy Son in the Quran, and even the Quran, the book of the devil, could not deny that Jesus is holy. So how Abdul he come and say, Jesus, how Jesus he is God, but he have a penis? Well, that will be an insult to your stupid God. How Jesus is called holy when he have a penis? Obviously, the penis did not affect him being holy. You see, when Jesus, you know, when a Muslim he says to us, Jesus, he have a private part. Did Jesus commit any sin? Did that private part affected him to be a sinner? No. Dirty? No. Even in the Quran, as you see, he's a holy. He's holy. And right now he's in heaven. He's in heaven with Allah. With his penis? Or he left his penis in the earth? Muslims. Very, very stupid argument. Very rude. And the purpose is not really to ask questions or to debate. It is just to insult. Because Muslims, they have no answers for anything. You know, I want to ask myself then questions about this Jesus who Muslim says to us how he can be God and he have a penis. I want to ask you how he cannot be God and he is holy. As you see in front of your eyes, show me one place in the Quran it says Muhammad is holy. Actually, in the Quran it says that Allah, may Allah forgive to Muhammad your past and your coming sin. Your past and what? Your coming sin. So the Quran confirmed that Jesus is holy and Muhammad is a sinner. How did it happen? ليغفر لك الله ما تقدم من ذنبك وما تأخر. All right. So may Allah forgive you for your past sin and your coming sin. Open license sin. Open license for sin. Do you see it? That Allah may forgive your sin of the past and the future. And by the way, the Muslim, they say to us, the Christians, some bishops, certain time they were given a document of forgiving sin for the future. Well, this is in Islam, my dear friend. This is in your Quran, my friend. Open license for Muhammad to be a filthy sinner. He have a sin in the past. He have a sin in the future. And look what it says. Another stupid mistake in the Quran, proving that the one who made the Quran cannot be the God himself. It is the author, which is Muhammad, saying prior that Allah may forgive you. If Allah is one is talking, he will not say that Allah may forgive you. May forgive you? Are you sure? You are not sure? What do you mean may? Maybe? Because may is maybe. So may Allah forgive Muhammad for his sin or his past sin or coming sin? Obviously, the one who made this verse is not sure if Allah is going to forgive him or not. And he have no idea if it's going to work or not. Same time, how come Jesus have no sin in the Quran and he's called holy, but your best man, the best man of Islam, is a very filthy sinner? Even the Muslims, they accuse their prophet of stealing underwear. Not only he is a sinner, imagine how filthy, trashy this religion is, to the point the Muslims, they are attacking their own prophet of stealing underwear. Chapter 3 verse number 161. Chapter 3 verse number 61. It's not for a prophet to steal. It's not what? For a prophet to steal. What are you talking about? And look at the false translation, just to show you that translation is false. This is the verse. I will go to the interpretation of the Muslims. Remember, this is chapter 3 verse number 161. Here we go. Chapter 3 verse number 161. And we go to the book. It's called Asbab al-Nuzul, which means the reason for the verse to come down, to explain why this verse came down. All right, here we go. The Muslims, they accuse their prophet after they attack the gang, the Muslim gang, the gang of Muhammad. They attack a group of people. They killed them and they took their clothes. And now the thieves are fighting over a missing red velvet acquired from the booty. So they accuse the prophet that he took it. So Allah, he sent a verse. Look how stupid this verse is. He said the prophet, no way he will do that. Well, you took the whole booty, it's a theft. This is number one. Number two, how come Allah did not send us a verse to say who took it? Until now it's missing. We do not know who took it. Allah is God. He is the Almighty. He want to save his prophet from the accusation of stealing red underwear. He did not send us a confirmation who is the one who did take it, so we can go arrest him. He just said the prophet did not took it, which is proof that Muhammad is the one who took it. Because if Muhammad is having a God, a true God, he should tell him who is the one who took it, the underwear, which became part of the Quran. Imagine Allah himself in the heaven is busy now. Oh man, they accused the prophet he took an underwear. Let us send a verse to defend the prophet. He will never take underwear. The prophet, he will take the bra only. You're asking me about slaves in Islam. We don't want to change our topic. Maybe we can in different time. You can ask me about that. So as you see, they have a very trashy prophet, very filthy man, and yet they say to us he is the best. And we have Jesus, even in their Quran, even in the book of the devil, is called holy. Even in the book of the devil, he is the holy son of God. For sure they will say he is saying the holy son of Mary. It doesn't matter. Mary cannot make her son holy because she's a human being. Muhammad, he said كل ابن آدم خطاء. Every human being is a sinner. So how he said that Jesus is holy? Actually, Muhammad, he said that every human being, Shaitan touch him. Every human being, Shaitan touch him, except when he's born, Shaitan will touch you, except Jesus and Mary. Why? Look, for sure Mary, because of Jesus. Why Mary is protected? Because of Jesus. So Shaitan cannot touch Jesus according to Islam. Shaitan, he touched Muhammad already. Muhammad confirmed that. He said every human being, Shaitan touched him, except, he did not say except me and Jesus and Mary. He said except Jesus and Mary. Jesus is the only one is holy in the Quran. Muhammad is sinner in the Quran. And the Quran confirmed that. And I showed you the proofs and the evidence. Allah, if you want to have a son, he cannot have a son without having a girlfriend. That is shown us he cannot be the Almighty because God can do miracles. God is a miracle himself. The God of Mary, he can make Mary have a son without having a boyfriend. Allah, he cannot he himself have a son without having a boyfriend or a girlfriend. And then he explained, if you want to have a boyfriend, then he is going to have sex with the black-eyed women, the beautiful white women, in order to have a son. And then the woman, she is a human being. So how you can have sex with the women if you are not a man? You cannot do that unless you have a penis. It's obvious. The man, he have a private part of a man. The woman, she have a private part of a woman. And Allah himself, he is saying he cannot do it in a miracle way. He have to have a penis. He's saying, how I can have a son if I don't have a consort? How I can do it? Which means I can do it only, I can take a wife only. If I want to have a son, I have to take a wife. I cannot have it, I cannot jump the wife option. I cannot jump the option of, there's a must for me in order to have a son is to have a wife. If I don't have a wife, I cannot have a son. And for me, there is no way I can do that. It's impossible. I am the God who cannot have a son without having a girlfriend. And imagine he didn't say even the word zawja, which means wife. He said, I cannot have a son without having a girlfriend. A girlfriend. All right? Here we go. This is the Muslim translation. The word in Arabic is sahiba. Sahiba means girlfriend. So the first one started the term of boyfriend and girlfriend is not really the Western. It is Islam and Allah himself. And actually Muhammad, he allowed men to have a girlfriend for a day or 2 or 3 nights only to sleep with them, which is called muta. And there is something it's called al-misyar. But anyway, this is not our topic. So here we proved clearly that Allah is a man. Allah have a leg. Allah has a penis. We don't know how many testicles he have. I hope he have 2. Otherwise, he will lose the balance and he might fall down in the street. But obviously, everything confirmed that Allah is a male. However, I challenge the Muslim to tell me, is Allah male or a female? Is Allah male or a female? If we go to different verse in the Quran, Allah, he have a problem with the Arab saying that, you know what, the Allah, he has daughters. Allah, he has daughters. What is the complaint Allah he has for that? What is the problem? In chapter 53 verse number 21, Allah said to the pagans, for you the male son, and for me the female daughter. You see it? What? For you the male sex and for him the female? So Allah, he is attached to the gender. Even that make him upset. Allah, he don't like to have a daughter as a female. He like to have a son as a male, for he is a male too. Otherwise, why is upset? What do you mean male or female? Like you should say, we're not anyway, I don't have a son anyway. Why you are upset from male or female? He's saying to them, what? For you take the male and you bring me the female? And the funny, they say, Allah in the Quran, he say in different verse that the Arab, when they say to them, you have a daughter, he get upset, when the fact he's the one who's getting upset. In chapter 16 verse number 58, just to show you how stupid the Quran maker, Allah saying supposedly, when you tell one of them that you have a child female, he get upset. His face darkens, which means he is happy and unhappy. But we just showed you a verse. Allah is upset. What? For you the for you the male, for me the female? What a stupid religion. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this. Please feel free. You can uh, you can share my videos with your friends. You can even download them. I have no problem with this. Uh, just inform people how to find us, and I would be happy to see my videos all everywhere. Like I saw my videos in the Vietnamese website, in Chinese website, all kind of website, you name it. So I would like to see my videos everywhere, and don't worry, you can download them. All right, download my videos, spread them all over, and I have no problem with that. I will not complain. Don't worry, I will not complain about copyright or anything. All right, as long as you don't change them, you don't play with them as long as you keep everything as I said. So feel free to download my videos, to share them, and the truth and the knowledge will set you free. And the Muslims, they fear you to be educated. This is a big problem for them. This is why a Muslim, he fear me to death to debate me. But he will debate any of you because he assume at least that you do not know much about Islam. So when you know a lot about Islam, you will see how it's easy to defeat this cult. Islam is the easiest cult to defeat. But the problem in this earth is education. And as you see, we don't have really. If I am a cult leader, people, they will open for me a TV station. Seriously, if you are a cult leader, everybody will sponsor you. Everybody will help you. If you are fighting for the truth, people will turn their back to you, except a few. So Islam is not really a strong religion to defeat. Actually, it is very easy, extremely easy to defeat. Any topic a Muslim he will open, you will see how I can defeat him easy with it from his own books. Knowledge, my friend, knowledge is the key of everything. You see, when you have knowledge, you inside you will change. Your life will change. Trust me. The way you think, the way you live, the way you act, the way you talk, knowledge changes you. And the Messiah, when he said the truth will set you free, he's talking about the knowledge will set you free. Because when you have the knowledge, the true knowledge, you will have the truth. And then a deceiver or the deceiver, he cannot deceive you. All of us, we do make wrong decisions because we have wrong knowledge. If we have the correct knowledge, we will not go in the wrong direction. So I advise all my brothers and sisters in Christ, and even if you are an atheist, even the Muslims, try to study your religion, Muslims, and you will see that everything I said to you is absolutely true. And your religion is the most stupid, evil, not only stupid, evil religion. With this, I say thank you all. As I said, feel free to download my videos or to contact me. And until I see you again, I say Christ is Lord, Islam is false. I mean to that.